What's up, guys? I'm ExxotikGaming. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today, I'm going to show you all a brand new next-gen open-world survival game that is arguably going to be better than LifeAfter, Project Evo. This game is really freaking cool. It's one of the most exciting games, in my personal opinion, coming out in 2023, and it's called Earth Revival. Earth Revival is a futuristic open-world game where you can basically try to reclaim the Earth that's been taken over by aliens, and it's got this ridiculous backstory to it. But in today's video, I have some very exclusive gameplay, about 20 minutes of gameplay, from a good friend of mine known as WorsBot. WorsBot is a YouTuber and a streamer, and he was nice enough to actually give me some gameplay so I can share it to you all because, my God, I was trying to play this game myself. I could not get it for the life of me. So I'm not going to say that you can for sure play this game right now because, at least for me, I couldn't play it. I was basically IP blocked. So I think you might be able to play it. I will provide download links down below in the description, but just be prepared. You might not be able to, and that's a fair warning. And this does give me the perfect time to talk about my friend John Pittner on Twitter. He reached out to me and he tried everything that he could to get me Earth Revival on my phone. Literally, he spent like an entire day giving me tons of different ways for me to try and like get different VPNs and different downloads, and nothing worked, but he did spend so much time. I did want to give a massive shout out to him because he really did put in the effort and he's freaking awesome. So thank you, man. So right from the very beginning, you start off in your home base. As we can see right here, he can open up his warehouse and see the stuff that he put in his storage cabinets. And I want to go back to just a second ago. We saw our little dog pet friend. It's literally a Shiba Inu, I'm pretty sure, which is my favorite dog in the entire world. You should look at my Instagram saved, and it is just all Shiba Inu. So you can literally have a pet of my favorite dog in the entire world. That is just freaking awesome. So this is home WorsBot, and you're going to start to see very quickly how in-depth everything goes with Earth Revival. This game is also available on PC as well. So, I mean, it's a full-on PC game that you're going to be able to have on mobile as well. So, first off, he opens up his character here. You get to see a very cool-looking character, and it gets very in-depth with all the customization that you're going to see toward the end of this video. So sit tight and relax because there's a lot of stuff that we're going to go over right here. This is his backpack, which I guess is pretty full because he gets a nonstop notification throughout this entire video that it's almost full. Now, there's a lot of in-depth stuff here like this, for instance, where you can literally wash your character's face. Now, I think it would be a little bit more immersive if he took off his helmet, to be honest, which is maybe something that the developers want to do. But it says you now feel refreshed and waking up, basically. So maybe this is a way that you can, like, heal your character or something like that. I don't really know. Or maybe, like, make him more accurate. I don't know. I'm just speculating there. I don't exactly know what washing your hands and your face does. But this is, I think, all of his different pets. Some of them are robotic, like this little guy that has 4 legs and kind of looks like a spider. But then there's also the dog. I guess you unlock more and more pets as you level up your character more and more. And these pets get very in-depth as well. They all have their own special abilities. They all have different levels of attack and defense and so much stuff. And look at how cool your base can look in this game. This is all stuff that you can build in Earth Revival. I think you're just going to start off with an empty slate, a blank piece of land, and then you can build your base up. Look at how good this base looks. This is better than like 99.99% of the houses that all the people watching this video have. I would love this house. It's massive. It's so big that WorsBot doesn't even know how to get inside. I wish I had that problem in real life. God dang. But, oh yes, okay, now what he's going to do is he's going to actually do some of the battles. And what you can do is you can start different missions, go either solo or in a team. Right now he's doing it solo in something where he's confronting alien mutants. You can see it on the left-hand side. And then you have to go into that little square to start the mission. It teleports you to this little battle arena, and then all the alien mutants are right here. And I think you can do these whenever you want. There's different levels, and they get more and more difficult. There's literally lasers that are traveling across the floor that he has to dodge. But it looks like from this, the weapons look really, really good. You know, even though this is a third-person game, when you zoom in with your weapon, it's first-person mode, basically. And everything looks really, really good. Like, they actually took a lot of time in designing how the weapons performed, how the overall gunplay was. And that's actually an issue with a lot of these open world games. You know, they put so much effort into just making the game look nice, but then they sort of forget the whole gunplay aspect to it. I'm sure you could list a couple of different games that have this problem. I don't think this game has that problem, because everything that I've talked with WorsBot so far, he has many positive things to say about this game. And this might just be the biggest open world game of 2023. So he completes this thing, no issue whatsoever, but this is an easier mission. You're going to start to see later on when you go into team-based missions, it gets much more difficult. He jumps back into that square once again, and then he goes into another one, and there are different enemies that you can fight. Look at this. There are like alien mutant bears and wolves. The spire wolf, which kind of looks like a hyena. That's freaking terrifying. And you know, his weapons are very upgraded, okay? He's level 23, I can see. He probably has very upgraded weapons with all the good attachments and stuff like that. I know for me, when I start playing this game, I'm gonna suck. And I'm probably not going to be able to defeat those things. Those wolves are going to look like the hardest enemies in the entire world. But now this is raiding in this game. This is another big aspect to Earth Revival. You can start the matchmaking process, join a team, and I guess they're going to be starting in Eden Gate Museum. I guess the Eden Gate Museum kind of gotten taken over by the aliens, and they're now trying to reclaim it. Because basically, as I said earlier on, this is the whole premise to Earth Revival. It's set long into the future in the Earth, where the aliens take over, they completely ravage the entire Earth. And you actually see that in the intro to the game when you very first started out. Because I could see the intro to the game when I downloaded it myself. I just couldn't actually jump into any servers. When you download it and you look at the intro, you see a whole big storyline of how the Earth got taken over, and you're basically trying to get it back from all the aliens. You're right now kind of living with the aliens, and you want to take it back. And that's what they're doing right here. They're trying to take back the Eden Gate Museum with these other guys, these other people, which are probably located in Taiwan and Hong Kong, which is where the servers are located right now. And look at how cool some of these enemies are, man. They are like holographic animals. That is really freaking cool. No, actually, I don't know if those holographic animals are the enemies. I think that's actually just part of the museum, which would make sense because, you know, you can think about how a museum would look like in the future. A museum of the future would have holographic stuff. That is really freaking cool. So there's basically the missions of what you need to do on the left-hand side of the screen. What they need to do is eliminate all of the soldiers. There's 10 of them that they need to kill, and it says how many that you've killed so far. And then they need to shut down the virtual terminal. But obviously, from the gameplay that WorsBot has sent me, I have trimmed it down a little bit, cut out this gameplay that you're seeing right here, because you kind of get the idea. You understand that this whole thing is all about just defeating as many enemies as possible, and then eventually you complete this whole mission. But obviously, when you're playing together with a team, these enemies are going to get way more difficult. You know, I said he was level 23. These enemies are level 33, and you can see when they're level 33, they take so freaking long to kill, okay? This guy, Spectre, is a freaking, you know, he's a tank. That's insane. I mean, his gun is basically doing nothing. Spectre's just laughing it off. That is absolutely insane. Now, eventually, after you defeat Spectre here, you can see his little health bar. It's that blue bar up at the top there. It's not actually the end of the battle here with Spectre, because some of these enemies actually have an entire second health bar, which you're going to see in just a second. It's absolutely insane. Look at this. Look at this. Spectre is shooting out like a black hole or something like that. I don't know. And then now he has entered the dark state and is attacking more ferociously. And it's even more difficult the second half of the battle against these monsters. You think it was hard the first half. No, no, no. This second half is way, way more difficult. But of course, our good friend WorsBot has teamed up with these excellent players. No idea how to say their names, but hey, you know what? They work together as a team, and that's the coolest thing about this game. If you work together as a team, you can complete these really difficult battles, and that's something that you don't really see as much in some of these other open world games. A lot of these other open world games don't have as much of a teamwork aspect to them. You can kind of just play them solo, you know? And I think that's really freaking cool that a game like this has so much teamwork aspect to it, because it's just different. And that sort of makes it more of like a next-gen game. It's this whole new generation of open-world survival game. There he is. There's the Spectre. And did you see the dogs? Hold on. I want to go back. Look at it. Look at the dogs. They're like the corgi butt. Have you ever seen that before? Yeah, look at them. That's funny. That is freaking funny. So I guess you get a corgi in the game and you get a Shiba Inu. I mean, come on, man. What's not to love about that? They got an S rating for the Eden Gate. Yeah, look at it. Look at it right there. That's awesome. I swear to God, I'm going to get a corgi and a Shiba in this game. If it's the last thing that I do. I'm going to get 10 of each of them. Okay? And I'm going to just go around with these freaking dogs. We're going to take over this whole freaking earth from all the enemies. I'm going to be the highest rated player in this entire game. Oh, yes. Oh, and here's another thing. You can teleport to different regions of the map. You don't have to necessarily just drive everywhere or walk everywhere. You can teleport. And right now what he's doing is he's teleporting to Sundale Haven. And then it gives you different things. Like, for instance, hold on. It said, what did it say? It said something like, in the daytime, in the sunlight, you can collect mushrooms or something like that. What did it say? It said, on rainy days, collect mushrooms in the wild and dew from shrubs, fruits, and vegetables. That is very cool. But look at how much time and perfection they put into designing that little teleportation. They could have just had it, you know, you press the teleport button and then you instantly go to the Sundale City. But no, it puts in this cool animation where it looks like you're traveling through the Matrix, through the wormhole. Wasn't that his friend? There was the guy with the name Animal Lover underneath it. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Gao Yue. He's talking to this NPC. And I'm betting... Yeah, okay, so I'm betting every different NPC that you talk to probably will have their own, like, little side missions that you can do. Look at it! He is fighting all of these guys, the Toxicators, with his dog! That is freaking cool. Look at the dog. The dog is just sitting there, shooting out, like, lasers and fire. The dog shoots out fireballs. That is freaking cool. My God. It's the ultimate duo. WorsBot and his Shiba Inu. Yeah, so I guess basically this guy, Gao Yue, has sent him on this little mission to defeat all of these enemies and maybe like search for research or something like that in this area. I don't really know exactly what he's supposed to do now at this point in time. But... Oh, no, now he's getting a phone call from Gao Yue. Oh, hello, WorsBot. Okay, all right, well, that's pretty freaking cool. So probably what he's doing is he's just like, you know, informing him on what happened so far. The mission is complete, and then now, what does he need to do? Oh, okay, so in these missions, it does have these little markers that tell you where you need to go. So you're not really ever going to get that stuck, which I think is really nice, you know? If you're confused what you need to do, it'll tell you by basically directing you, which is nice for these solo missions just so you can complete them a little bit easier. He's saying that we need to split up, and I guess he needs to go up on top of the second floor over there. Yeah. So he's going to find the console and the signal station based off of what it says in the left-hand side of the screen there. And I have no idea exactly what he's doing. I didn't really read the text of what Gao had said. So he's checking the admin console. Looks like some futuristic PC, opening up the folders and viewing the files and seeing what's going on. It is so in-depth. I guess what he's doing is he's just like looking for any data, anything that could potentially be of value. Oh, Gao Yue went silent for once. He seems to be mentally struggling, confused, contemplating, and serious. Interesting. I think maybe he completed the mission. I don't know. I'm guessing he completed the mission. He probably got some special reward by doing that. Oh, and here's another thing that's very interesting. You can collect stuff even in like these hub areas. He's in Sundale City, which kind of looks like that would be like a safe zone hub area where all the players can come together. And it's kind of like a peaceful area. Like the second he leaves now in the exploration zone, I think it's game on. Any alien can attack him. But you can collect materials inside Sundale City like he did from that telescope. He's showing us a little bit here of just gathering some stuff like the shrubs, probably some fruits and vegetables and other stuff like that. And I guess you can also chop down trees, which is really cool as well. This is like Minecraft, but upgraded. You could probably use this wood to build your base. There's enemies. Like there's... Or no, those are not enemies. No, there's animals. There's deer. Looks like there's reindeer also. That's pretty freaking cool. So what's he doing now? Oh, he's 3D printing a motorcycle. Okay, so this is the future, right? And I guess you can 3D print motorcycles from your watch. Press a button on your watch, and your motorcycle gets 3D printed. And then you can use this to travel around the map a lot faster. That is cool. I really hope we get to see some more of the map because, you know, I think this is a pretty cool-looking map in this game. The vehicle has just been auto-withdrawn. Is he going to show us what drinking is like in this game? Yes. Yes. This zone is contaminated. Oh, so you can get sick by drinking water, just like a survival game. That makes sense. So he just got diarrhea and a stomach ache, and now he's hungry and his movement speed has decreased. Wow. So, super in-depth there. I'm guessing you're probably going to have to, like, collect water. You need to bring it back to your base. You need to purify it. That's why there's that whole hand-washing station that probably contributes to it. But look at how good this map looks, man. I don't know where this is located in Earth, but to me it kind of looks like this could be in Montana or Idaho or something like that. Kind of looks like that. British Columbia. Based off of this scenery. Beautiful looking area of Earth, because it's basically set somewhere in Earth. And now he's just randomly teleported back to Sundale Haven, which is interesting. That means, I guess you can teleport whenever you want in this game. Oh, we can actually see what some of the settings are like in this game as well. That's another important thing. You can see that there is tons of customization within the system, within the graphics. His graphics settings are at high. They're not even at ultra high, which means this game can look even better than what you're seeing right here. Right here, the game is looking like it's got more like Farlight 84 type of graphics, maybe a little bit better. And if you put it up to ultra high, I'm betting, you know, you could get much more like some of the top of the line games, period. There's a whole battle pass in this game, which is, it has a ton of levels, 70, 80. How many levels does the battle pass have? 100 levels? Holy moly, and look at these skins, dude. This game has arguably the coolest looking skins I've ever seen in a mobile game. I wouldn't have thought Earth Revival out of all games would have that. And look at how cool the architecture is in this game as well. This looks like this is some sort of like spaceship. I think. Some very futuristic looking spaceship. And there's also a weapons bench as well. It's really nice. This gameplay kind of just shows every different aspect of what Earth Revival has. So you can kind of like expect all of this stuff whenever you play the game yourself. Interesting. There's a lot of cool looking weapons, and it's got all the attachments and everything like that that you can customize as well. Looks like you can upgrade up to 5 to 6 different attachments for your weapon. And then you can even try out these weapons? I don't think WorsBot owns this sword. If that's the case, that's a fantastic feature. I wish more games had this. So what you can do is if you want to try out a weapon before you buy it, you can just try it out here in Sundale City in their little training range. See if you like it. See if you like this bow and arrow. If you like this thing, then you can actually buy it and use it later on. That is a very nice feature. More games should have that. Why games don't have that and they're just kind of showing you like a little animation of what it looks like, I don't know. I feel like every game should have you at least be able to try out a weapon before you buy it. So right now he's going to a different area. It looks like this could be the vehicle area. And there's probably some very cool looking vehicles in this game based off of that motorcycle. Yeah, look at that. I don't know what that thing looks like, but that thing looks freaking cool. You know what it looks like to me? If I go back here a little bit. To me, it almost looks like it could be... Take an Aston Martin and then slope down the hood. Slope down the hood a lot. Take that little bit there and put it downwards. And then put monster truck wheels on it, basically. Off-roading wheels, I should say. And then put, like, special piping on the side to make it maybe more futuristic. I don't know. Then this thing looks like a full-on Mad Max type of vehicle. That's pretty cool. And then there's the motorcycle that WorsBot has. Very detailed-looking thing. It's not just some boring looking motorcycle. There's also your wardrobe as well. How much longer is this recording? Okay, so it's almost finished. It's almost finished. But now we can actually get to see some of these really cool skins. This game has such cool skins. This is rivaling Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG Mobile skins. And I think a lot of people can safely say that those games have some of the coolest skins. And Fortnite. But like, dang, man. There's also power armor in this game. Serious power armor. And it looks like his is only level 1 right now. But then you can upgrade the attack, defense, everything. There's just so much stuff to this game. It is so in-depth. People are going to need to make like full guides for this game when it comes out. Because somebody like me is going to be completely lost. There's going to be so many things that I'm just not going to remember in Earth Revival. There is so much to it. And then we can get a closer look at every different vehicle in this game. There's the Taurus. That's what it's called, the Taurus. Very cool looking thing. And then there's the Dune Rider. What's the Dune Rider look like? Yeah, that's like the upgraded motorcycle from what he had before. I love this whole like little UI and just like look of this section of the menu. That car is called the Primrose. And then the Sleipnir? I don't know how to say that. What a ridiculous looking futuristic car. And then look at this thing. Mega thing. I've been in something like this in real life. This thing is freaking cool. Probably got the bulletproof. Yeah, and there we go. All right, and then for the last 30 seconds or so, we just get to see this beautiful scene once again. Sunset in this beautiful section of the futuristic Earth. It is awesome. This game is seriously going to be one of the coolest looking... There's a wolf right there. You should be careful. Easily going to be one of the coolest looking mobile games ever. And yeah, there we go. That's basically the end of the recording. Hey, what did you think about Earth Revival? Let me know down below in the comments. I hope I did a good job explaining everything that this game had. I can't play it myself yet. You might be able to. We'll provide the download link down below in the description. But I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I will see you all in the next episode.